Testing. Testing. Yo, good evening everyone, and let's begin today's live streaming session. So hopefully everyone do really have a really great day, and let's begin. So we have been doing a short position, so we'll be showing you guys where we'll be doing shots, and we'll be explaining why we have been doing shots as well. So we have been doing shots this area. Okay, so from here you can see that we have been doing short positions and aiming back towards on the lower sides. So there's a few reasons why that we've been doing shots. Using the smaller time frame, we do see that the book map has been showing some indications that it's showing some weakness, and this is the last point. So if we are right, definitely the price will be going back towards on the lower sides. Okay, so you can see it's going lower sides, and we'll be reaching back to 59 area. Our expectation is that the price might be reaching back towards 59 or 58 area. Okay, so remember, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe. Our expectation is that the price might be reaching back towards give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. Okay, so today we have been doing few trades. So the first trade we have been doing out is the bottom sides. So you can see that we have been trying to do long positions at the bottom. Okay, so from here you can see that we have been trying to do long positions at the bottom sides. So it's actually quite obvious why we have been doing shorts. The major reason is that we are seeing some kind of exhaustions at the bottom. We have been also mentioned on the on our group Discord group as well, and we've been mentioned that the price is gradually going back towards on the higher sides. So after that, we have been telling everyone to do long positions, but unfortunately, the first one we have been settling out to stop our losses. But the second one, the third one, we are actually profit up. Okay, so in overall, we do earn around 200 USD. Okay, so this is the why we are much more focusing on risk reward ratio, even though we might be losing on few trades. But if we do win out one, we will be mostly cover back on the losses, and will be also gaining some gains. So risk reward ratio, a lot of people has been conclusions about which one is more important. Is it risk reward ratio, or is it win rates? Gaining some gains. So risk reward ratio, a lot of people has been conclusions about which. So what's your thought? Do you think that risk reward ratio is much more important, or winning rate is much more important? Okay, a lot of people right now is much more focusing on winning rate, because they are saying that winning rate is much more important, because if you are focusing on more winning rate, your momentum it's much more stronger and so on. So people will be much more focusing on what we call the winning rate. So is that there's always a different kind of story, but from my perspective, I think the most important thing is to find out what is your EV, positive EV. So meaning by that is that there's no right or wrong answer. Even though you can actually have a much more lower risk reward ratio, you can have a positive EV, so expected value. So it's actually really easy to find out. So anyway, but from my perspective, I do really like much more on the risk reward ratio as well. So give us a comment section below what's your thought. Do you think that risk reward ratio is much more important, or winning rates? But anyway, today this morning we have been doing long positions, so you can see that we have been doing two longs, and unfortunately we have been stopping out on this one. So you can see that we have been stopping out to these two trades. So the third one we are covering back. Okay, so this is why that risk reward ratio is really important for my sites, even though we might be losing for a few trades, but in one trades I can cover back on two, and I can also gaining some profits as well. So it depends on how do you guys think about it. If you think that risk reward ratio is much more important, then you can actually use my method. Okay, anyway, so right now I mentioned that why we have been doing short positions. Okay, so one of the most important thing is that I don't really expect the market to go through like really aggressive on the higher sides. From the bigger picture, we need to see the bigger picture, and then going back to the smaller picture. So from the bigger picture, we can see that the market is actually forming a ranging level. Okay, no matter what time frame we are using it, bigger time frame do shows that the market is actually forming some ranging area. So using from the volume profile, we can see that there is a major resistance area on this level. So I can say there's no right or wrong answer right now. You can say that if you are thinking that the market is doing long positions, you can actually do long positions right here and put your stop loss maybe below, and you are profited out from the upsides. But if you are thinking that the market is going lower, you can also do in short positions and aiming back to the lower side. So there's no definitely right or wrong answer, but I'm actually thinking that the market is much more rather to go back to the lower sides, and let's see. Okay. So why I'm thinking to do short positions, one of the most important factor is that if we do go through if we move back to volume profile or the trading view, you can see that the market has been facing a major resistance area on this range, and the upwards momentum is actually slightly to slow down. So how do we see the upwards momentum? You can actually go through from the book map. So you can see that from the book map. Okay, so how do we see the momentum? So you can actually look through the volume footprint. So the volume footprint is actually showing us that the upwards momentum is actually slowing down. So we can see that the upwards momentum is actually slowing down. The middle side is much more stronger. So exhaustions is happening quite frequently. So I'm thinking that the market is some sort showing us some kind of weakness. And why we have been doing short positions right here, because we can see that this is a really strong imbalance in this area. So if I'm right, then the market would be moving lower, but if I'm wrong, then the market would be moving higher. So let's see who right and wrong at this moment. Okay, for the movement perspective, we can see that the market didn't really give us a really straight directions for now. But from the CVD, it's actually showing us that the market is actually, what we can say is that the upwards momentum is actually slightly to be slowing down. Didn't really show that it's going lower, but do signs that the market is actually slowing down. You can see it's actually quite useful CVD. If you wanted to know what is the directions right now, you can see that the CVD, once it's actually turning on green, is definitely showing us that it's much more likely that the price is continuously going higher. So right now, let's see who's right and wrong. There's no right or wrong answer I can say. But if we are right, then the market should be going back towards on the lower sides. But from the volume profile, it still shows a really strong momentum lah. So yeah, let's see how does it end up. If the price really break through, I do expect that the market might be going back towards around, let's see from the volume profile, maybe going through back to 4077 or maybe even much more higher. So I'm actually doing a really big shots. So what does it mean by that? If we are right, then we are risking 40 pips and we are getting 100 pips. So I think this risk reward ratio is actually quite reasonable. So as you know, I'm actually much more leaning to risk reward ratio. So let's see how it turns out. My expectation is that this might be the highest, so I'm putting my stop loss just behind this level. So if you do really like our content, please remember to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And do remember that we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9. So remember, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. Okay, so yeah, I think we can actually get back. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's actually quite reasonable. Okay, so if everyone do really know my trading methods is actually focusing on three things. So what is the current trend? Okay, so the first thing you need to know, what is the current trend? The trend, is it strong? Is it weak? Is it uptrend? Is it downtrend or some sort? The second thing is the momentum. Okay, there's a lot of ways to calculate momentum, but I do think that the most effective way you can actually have the best tool is Bookmap. Bookmap is actually giving you the best and the fastest way to know what is the momentum right now. So for example, right now we can see that the momentum, upwards momentum, it's not strong, it's actually slowing down. So that's why we have been doing short positions from here, and we also show that from this level. So you can see that we have been doing short positions at this level. Okay, so this is why that we have been doing short positions. I can say right now is there's no right or wrong answer, but I'm much more leaning to do short positions is the CVD. The book map is actually showing the CVD is actually showing some kind of slowing down, and it's much more leaning to going lower. And also from the bigger picture, I'm actually guessing that the price is wanted to go lower, but there's also a chances that the price is wanted to go higher. So it depends on the market situations. If the price do really break through in this level, I do think that the price might be going back towards on, as I mentioned, highly likely to go back to 79 to 80 level. Okay, so 79 to 80 level, so should be reaching that area. But if I'm right, this one, I think we can actually reach back to this level. So the risk reward ratio is definitely quite a good one. So we are risking 40 pips and we are getting 80 to 100 pips overall. Today we have been doing long positions at the bottom, so you can see that we have been doing long positions. Even though the long positions is not the first two we have been losing out, but the third one we have been earning back and covering back our losses, so it's actually a good thing. So right now, let's see how the market goes. If the price really break through this upwards level, I think the market might be going back to 79 to 80 level. But if the price really go back to the lower sides, my expectation that the price will be going lower to 59 to 58. So let's see how the price react afterwards. Okay, so let's see. Seems like the market conditions is actually showing us that going some kind of upwards momentum. Okay, so let's see, price really reach through, going back, going lower. Seems like the market conditions is actually showing us some kind of resistance area. Well, let's see. To be honest, right now, do seems like the market condition is showing us some kind of ranging. So there's no right or wrong answer. Just see whether the price is going lower. If we do see the price is going lower, my speculation is that the price will be going back towards on the lower side. Okay. So from book map, what can we see? Book map perspective is price has been reaching through the major 75 resistance area. Price has been slowing down, forming some kind of ranging level. So let's see which one is winning. But if we do right, I think the price is reaching back towards on the lower sides. But if we are do wrong, then no choice lah. Okay, so let's see. Price is 59.58. To be honest, some people saying that the price will be breaking through like the new high. So meaning by that is the daily high. I don't really think so, to be honest. My perspective, I do think that the market won't be so easily breaking through the daily high. Oh, sorry, the daily high is almost hit, right? Daily high is 14100. So let's see, 4100 is where? Here? 4100. Oh, quite high. Oh yeah, the previous daily high. I don't really think the market might be breaking through this daily high, but let's see. Okay, momentum side still really shows that going weaker, ranging out at the bottom sides, forming back exhaustions, forming a balance area. Then the price is actually showing some exhaustions at the lower sides and pushing back towards on the higher sides. Seems like it's not looking good in this trade because the market conditions is reaching back towards on the higher sides. Yeah, I think we might be hitting our break-even point now. So let's see. Direction is actually going uptrend, but ranging level. From the bull market perspective, I do think that the market condition is actually showing us some kind of ranging momentum. So ranging momentum, as I mentioned, it's not quite likely to break through like 4100, but definitely there's a chance lah. So can't say much. As I mentioned, right now the market is definitely forming some kind of ranging level, so there's no right or wrong answer for now. So let's see. Hmm. Okay, I think we might be hitting our stop loss on this one because the price is actually showing us much more stronger from the bullish trend. So we'll be hitting put our stop loss to break even point and reevaluate the market situations. But if we do loss, then it's okay. It's actually like 200 something. We can actually earn back the market conditions because we are speculating the price is actually going lower, even though the market didn't show signs for now. But yeah, whoa, quite strong, huh? Hmm. Boom, slowing down, reaching through, going back. Hmm. 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 Today directions, right? Keep on changing directions, maybe is the most important thing. Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Market slowing down. Hmm. Yep. Seems like the market is actually going higher. So we hit our stop loss on this one because we, as we mentioned, why we're doing shots, because that the market conditions is from here is showing some sign of slowing down, even though haven't started the downtrend momentum. So we are gamble a bit, putting our trade on this one and stop loss above this level. So in this case, if that's the scenario, we'll be expecting that the market conditions is going back towards on the higher sides. So meaning by that is that the market, it should be reaching through on the trade on this one, and so the market should be going through from the top sides. Let's look through high volume area, high volume nodes. Price is actually slowing down. Accumulations, big accumulations at the bottom sides. So market is actually forming accumulations at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Accumulations at the bottom, reaching through for 0, and then price is continuously going higher. So, oh, I market condition. There's no right or wrong answer. If we do long positions, we definitely can do long from here, putting our stop loss 30 pips and earning 80 to 90 pips. Definitely, that's a chance lah. Hmm. Keep on thinking the market is going lower than doing shots. Might need to wait for some confirmations first. So everyone, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. Remember that we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Okay? Hmm. Price reaching through this high volume notes. Price going lower, through and starting to form some kind of slowing down. From here, market to show some support 68. Maybe we can trade do long positions on 68 area, putting stop loss 20-30 pips. I think we can actually do this one. Yeah, direction wrong. Keep on thinking to do short positions, but yeah, the best way is actually keep on doing long positions. So right now, speculations that the price should be reaching back towards on the top sides and gaining liquidations. So meaning by that is that the market should be going back to 78. So means that it's probably maybe reaching to 81 to 83. So I'm expecting that the price might be going through 82 to 83 level. So from the CFD perspective, the price will be going back to 82 to 83 level from this range. Yeah, this range. But I don't think the price might be going back towards on the previous daily high lah. So maybe the best scenario maybe 90, 90 or 93. So yeah, doing long positions definitely is the best choice right now because the market is actually showing. So I think we can actually do some aggressive trades. So let's see, market shows some exhaustions. The market is actually showing us some strong resistance area and breaking out. I'm expecting that the price will be breaking out this level and consuming out this liquidation. So it's highly chance that the price is breaking through this and going back to wait. Just now we mentioned is 78. So right now we just need to see the price should be forming some kind of ranging level. So if the price is reaching back towards this level, we can actually do long positions, aggressive trades, 78, 70 level. So you can actually do long positions like at 70. So 70 is 70, 73. So we can actually do long in 73 in CFD. So you can actually try to do long in CFD in 73 and get back towards on the higher sides. So 70 is actually a really good trade, putting stop loss just below this. So if you trade on 70, then put your stop loss 30 pips around that area. Okay. So should be quite okay to do long positions in aiming back towards the top sides. As I mentioned, probably higher chances to go back to 82, 83 level for now because the market conditions is actually showing us much more bullish momentum right now. So keep on doing long positions at this moment. So, yeah, I think the market is showing some uptrend momentum. So yeah, price didn't reach through. So you can see that price really bounced back from here and accumulations. Expect the price will be going back to 79.80. So meaning by that in CFD is 83. So it's highly chances that the price will be going 83 and then the price will be bouncing back and forming accumulations at the bottom sides. This is my expectations for now. So do long positions. I think you can actually try to do long positions on the 70, 73 and CFD, CFD3, 74, and the price should be going back towards on the higher sides because you can see that the imbalance has been increasing. So this is 35 and increasing on this level. So the price is definitely punching up all from the upsides. So you can see that the market condition is definitely going higher and will be going back to 84 level. So should be reaching through 84 to 83 range in CFD.
Trade. Instrument. By 22.
So price is definitely showing us a really strong uptrend, as I mentioned, and we'll be breaking back towards on 88, 78, 78, 79, means like it's 80 level. So we can see the market conditions is actually quite bullish and reaching back towards on the higher sides. Yeah, 78. So remember, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day. So you can see the price is actually reaching back towards on the top sides. I think this one is actually reaching through this level and then slowing down, forming a big ranging level. Guessing the direction wrong. If we do guess the direction right, I think we can actually get insight in this level. Where is it? I think we can actually get to 78, 68 area. 68 and do long positions, pushing back towards on higher sides. Yeah, I think we can do it. So right now we do see the market conditions is reaching through much more higher sides and reaching back. So let's see on the dollar index. Dollar index is actually going lower because has been reaching through the monthly high, I guess. The price has been reaching through the monthly high, so it has been showing us that the market condition is slowing down. Okay, so the market conditions is actually slowing down, and we might be expecting that the market is reaching through on the downward sides. So if that's the case, then we might be seeing that GBPUSD is going higher. So you can see that GBPUSD is going higher, EURUSD is also going higher, and crude oil is going higher. Crude oil in the longer time frame, we do expect that the market conditions is showing us some bearish momentum. It's not quite likely to see the market it's continuously to going higher. So in overall, our expectation is that the market should be going back towards on the lower sides. Okay. Yeah, I think the market is actually showing us some support level on 68. 68 is strong support. We can actually do long positions from here because the market do slow down. Boom, 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 boom. Seems like the market conditions is quite strong, reaching through 78 as we mentioned. 78.80 means that the market should be reaching through the highest is 79.81. Yeah, it's quite near our expectations. 83. Our expectation is 83, right? Yeah, 83 level. Price will be reaching through 83. Okay, so right now we'll be expecting that the price should be reaching through 83. Let's see, using bookmap, do we see some affections? So meaning by that is that the market do really show some weakness.
Trade. Instrument. Sell 20.
Let's see. Forming back, we do see that the uptrend. Let's see if we mark it back here. Downtrend do really show some aggressions on this level, so price really shows some slowing sides. But from here, the market is actually showing us some bullish momentum. Therefore, the market do really show some spots, and then the price has been breaking out. From the calculations, we do see some difference. So let's see. Forming back to this level. See, is there anything we can see about 72, 37 exhaustions? 40 level, price to really go lower, 45, 46, 100, and 03, 56, and 39.62. Going here, how much? Short position stronger quite here, but the aggressions is actually slowing down from this level. I think we can try to do long positions on 65 this level. It's actually quite a good entry on this one, 65, and then the price is actually going higher. And we already mentioned that the price will be going back to 80, means that its CFD is 83. So you can see that the price will be reaching through this 83, and the price will be slightly to be slowing down and forming back to a balance area. So this is my thought lah. Price might be reaching to 83, 80 level, and then the price might be slowing down. So 83 level is really, really important. Then the price should be slowing down because we do see that from the book map, it's actually showing some exhaustions at this moment. You can see that it's actually showing some exhaustions for 16, 17, and then price should be forming some kind of lower side. So my expectations are price might be going back towards on the lower side. So is it possible to break through 90, 100? I don't really think so, to be honest. But let's see. Silver is actually showing us some higher sides. I'm also thinking that the silver is going higher. Yeah, I think this one we can actually do long positions. Long positions on this one. Strong price is actually accumulating it. Keep on grabbing. Quite strong. Here is 16 level. 12 o'clock. Price to really accumulating it. This might be the last chance. Yeah. So you can see the price has been showing us some slowing down. Okay, you can see quite obvious because that the market condition is reaching through. So the CVD is actually showing us not quite strong. So you can see that it's actually showing us that the market wanted to go lower. You can see that the CVD it's not strong, showing us some what we call diversions. So and exhaustions is happening, so you can see that the volume is not that strong, exhaustions, and price really go back towards on the lower sides. So yeah, there's a chance that the market should be going back towards on the lower sides and reaching back towards much more lower. So I think I'm right. Just yeah, I think I'm right actually this one. Actually showing us that the market wanted to go over. You can see that the CVD is not strong. Oh, this trade. So as I mentioned, the market condition is actually slowing down, and we do expect the market to form some kind of support on here. So price should be forming some kind of supports on this level. So let's see, are we accurate or not? Just now we're planning to do long positions on this level 74. If we do, I think we can actually get this one and pushing back towards on the higher sides. But anyway, we do see some supporting level around this level. So this supporting level 75 means it's actually 78. So 78 is actually showing some kind of support. So we can see it's actually quite accurate using book map. So we can use it and have a really good, what we call a really good advantage of it. If you know what is the directions. So let me repeat. My trading methods only focus on three things. So the first thing, we need to know what is the trend right now, what is the whole structure is happening, and what is the smaller time frame trend is happening. Okay, so this is the first thing. Second thing, what is the momentum? Okay, is it momentum strong or is it the momentum weak? We can use using volume profile, and we can also use book map to see whether the momentum is actually slowing down. So if you wanted to have a what we call fastest reflect on the market situations, book map is your first choice. But if you are swing trade, then you can actually use trading view for volume profile and volume profile to make it. Okay, so it depends on how do you want it to trade. Are you a swing trade or a day trader? Okay, so the next thing is the timing. Timing, you need to know what time you are entering. So you need to expect what is the timing. Is it the Asia sections? Is it the London sections? Or even is it the New York sections? Volume profile to make it. Okay, so it depends on how do you want it to trade. Are you a swing trade or a day trade? Okay, so we already mentioned that this is the major supporting level 80, so you can see it's actually quite accurate. Price to really form some kind of support. So yeah, but you can see from the CVD is actually showing us that the market conditions uptrend, it's not showing some strength. So we can see that from here, some kind of support. Price is actually reaching through to the top sides, but it seems like the market is showing much more on the downtrend perspective. So I'm much more leaning to do short positions if you're asking me. Again, want to try again. Let's see. 81. Let's see. But CVD do show some signs of going lower. Mm-hmm. Market is actually showing some signs of going lower. Quite strong, but supporting level. Let's see how the price react. Expect the price might be going back to 81, 82 level. Maybe the best kind of scenario is 81. So let's try to do short positions on 81 area. Think we can actually do short positions on 81. But anyway, we have been actually our expectations is actually quite accurate. The first thing we mentioned that the price is going higher, breaking through this 80 level means that it's actually CFD in 83. Price is going lower, reaching back towards this level and going back to our top sides. And right now we are expecting that the price should be showing some signs of slowing down on 81. So we can see that 81.78. So meaning by that is that the CFD 81 is showing some weakness. You can see that 81, 80, 81, it's showing some kind of weakness. So yeah, you can see our accuracy is actually quite nice. Using bookmap is can give you the fastest way to know what is the momentum right now, what is the sentiment right now, and how can you reacting. But if you only use the bigger time frame like the bookmap or some sort, I mean the volume profile on TradingView is actually a much more bigger picture lah. So your trading might be have a much more limitations, I can say. And right now, what is the sentiment right? Hmm. I think we can. We quite accurate 81. Putting short positions if we right. Yeah, we can actually get really good trading this one 81 and reaching back towards on the lower sides. Yeah, price really go through this ranging level. Price still really show absorptions. CVD is reaching back to the top sides. Much more quite stronger from the CVD. But hmm, yeah, ranging can't really do much. Hmm, price to really. Wow, this ranging hard to trade. This ranging is actually quite hard to trade for some circumstances. Hmm. think the best trading methods is 65. This level is the best, and this one we can also trade this one on 60 71. We do able to trade apart from it. It's actually possible. This level 61, 63, 64, and reach back to 80 level. Okay, so I think we'll be stopping out our live streaming sessions today, but I do really hope that everyone can give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. So thank you for everyone joining, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow.